All my beautiful people, this is Val, but this is how you do it. I have some yeast right here. Now, what I'm doing now is, if you have 2 things of yeast, I'm gonna scoop over enough for 2 packets of yeast. I would usually use 1/4 cup of water, but I'm gonna double this. My batch is gonna be double, so I'm gonna go on up to 2/3 cup of water. And it's regular tap water, right out the hydrant. Water. And pour it in here, stir it up. Now, once I stir this up, I'm going to let this sit for about 10 minutes and let it rise. That's all I'm doing. I'm making bread, y'all. Maybe some big old fat rolls or something. Instead of little bitty rolls, maybe some nice size rolls. So we'll see. We'll see how it comes out when I start to roll it up. That's why I'm making a double batch, because I want my buns to be bigger, but still using a small pan. And we take this right here and set it to the side and let it rise. We're back in 10 minutes. I got to tell you, put a little sugar in it. That helps with the rising process. Because I'm gonna put probably 2 scoops like this in here in my bread. But put about a tablespoon of sugar in there and stir it up. That helps with the rising process. It gives the yeast something to eat on. Now what we're going to do, we're going to take, I would usually use 4 cups of flour. Now we're going to do 8 cups of flour. Everything is a double batch. Get the flour out of here. Now this is 2 cups right here. See? So that's that would be considered 4 cups. Now we'll do 2 more. We would consider that 8 cups of flour, because some of them was a little lower. And that's that. Now I would take 1 cup of water. When I would usually use half a cup of water, I use 1 cup of water. And where I would use 1 egg, I use 2 eggs. So I take 2 eggs, go and put it in the water, then mix it up. Where I would use probably a tablespoon of butter, 2 tablespoons of butter, but I'm just going to use some oil. 1, 2. And that's it. I'm going to mix this up and then pour it in here with the yeast. Break those yolks up, which I probably should have did ahead of this, but it can be done here. Make sure they're broke up. Oh yeah, let me not forget my sugar that I told you about, my 2 scoops of sugar. I'm just going to put that in my dry ingredients. This is a 1/4 cup of sugar. Excuse me. still waiting on our yeast to rise. Let the yeast rise in about 10 minutes. That's the way it's supposed to do. The way the dough's supposed to look. Like this. A little sticky, but it pulls away from the bowl. Now I'm going to put some oil over this, so when I do take it out, it won't stick to the bowl. That oil was for me to be able to handle the dough better. See how smooth that is? How easy that is to handle? I'll put some oil in the bottom of the bowl. And put this in there. Turn it over. So it'll get some oil on all sides of it. And all I'm trying to do now is keep it from sticking once it rises. That's it. Cover it with a towel. Add this towel out just for this. And then let it rise for about an hour and a half. It's been 1 hour and a half. Look how it has risen. Right now, I'm going to move this over to the side. Put some oil down on my table here. And plus, I'm put some oil in my pan. Slush it around. It's a big pan, so make sure it gets all around the sides and inside. Now, all that little bit at the bottom now. And when I get through with this, I'm going to let this rise, sit and rise for another hour and a half. Cover it with my cloth. Okay, everybody. Here we go. The buns have rose. Now I'm just gonna brush them, excuse me, with some butter. Brush them with some butter. And then I'm gonna cook them for 45 minutes on a heat for about 350. And try to get them golden brown on the top. Hopefully not hard underneath. Okay, people, I just took the bread out. I left it in for about 35 minutes instead of 45 minutes. Because I just didn't want it to get real brown. Just keep that light brown color. And now I'm brushing butter back over it again, so the butter can soak down all over the bread. The bread smells wonderful. It smells like yeast rolls. So there's going to be butter yeast rolls, and they smell wonderful. If your yeast don't rise when you make it up, it's best to throw it out and make another batch, because if you don't, you'll mess up a lot of flour and a lot of other ingredients that you put together. I used a cup of water. Some people would use a cup of milk, but this is Val. This is how you do it, and Val does cook. And I just want to thank you for joining me. And I'll see you on the next video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you like what you've seen and you want to see the next recipe.